Hi, this is Mimi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be doing a flip through of my completed January 2025 Creative Daily Journal. January was 7,000 days long, so let's get right into it, why don't we? Alright. I made this out of an old... I was going to use it as a book journal, but I fail at a book journal every year. I don't know why I always try to do it. I read too many books to keep up with it. I am doing a book journal this year, but I'm doing it completely different, and I'm not tracking every book I read. I'm tracking challenges I want to do this year, and then the top 25 books I want to read that are new releases for 2025. That's all I'm tracking this year. Everything else gets tracked in my journal. I don't need to track it, and it also gets tracked on Goodreads and Storygraph, so I don't need to track it in a fourth place. Alright, so this was New Year's Day, of course, and I got the pork and sauerkraut in the oven. It took so long to get the pork and sauerkraut done. I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm from Pennsylvania, and in my area, pork and sauerkraut brings good luck. 2025 has not been lucky, so hey, maybe I'll stop eating pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day. I said I just need good shit to happen. I need this to be a good year. Yep. I completed my first of the embroidery kits the boyfriend bought me for Christmas. So there it was. I read Welcome to Pawnee, all about Parks and Rec. I love Parks and Rec. Do you guys have you ever watched Parks and Rec? So good. Alright, my mom got me the Sharpie creative markers for Christmas, and this is the first day I used them, and this is the first day we had Teriyaki Madness, which is new to my area. And the first time I ever had Sour Patch Kids. Believe it or not, never had Sour Patch Kids before. I had my mammogram, my annual mammogram on this day, the 2nd, and let me tell you what an absolute shit show that was. I don't have a doctor anymore. My primary care physician was also my gynecologist, so I have no doctors. She retired in December. I have no doctors. I was supposed to have a new doctor, and on New Year's Eve I got a message saying he left the practice. So I don't have a doctor. So it was really fun when I got the, well, who should we send the results to? I don't know. Then my kid came home and told me he wanted to quit his job. I said, you can quit your job all you want, but you better have another job lined up. You cannot be sitting at home playing video games all freaking day long and doing absolutely nothing. You need a job because you're saving for college. So you need a job. You keep changing your mind what you want to do for school, so God knows how much money it's going to take. I said, and if you get a job that's not in walking distance, you need a car because no one's picking you up. Like people are done. You got to get a car. Got to get another job before you quit your job. My mom called first thing in the morning this day. She wanted to go to Boss Cobb's and then Kohl's. She asked if I wanted to go to lunch. I said yes. She said, let's go to Yummy Bowl, which, by the way, my boyfriend was a bit hurt because he had been wanting to go to Yummy Bowl forever. Also, let's not judge how many times I went to Yummy Bowl in January, okay? All right, let's not judge how many times I went to Yummy Bowl in January. It's fine. It's fine. I got my boyfriend the Steelers beanie he wanted. We saw it at Kohl's, and it was a fleece lined beanie. Oh my god, it's so nice. And I got it for him for Valentine's Day. I gave it to him early because it's cold. So it was $34 though. I read Missing You by Harlan Coben and then watched the limited time series. Here's the picture of my Yummy Bowl. It was yummy. And then this is my boyfriend sent this to me. We have minifigures. They were the D&D Lego minifigures. My kid, not anymore. He bought every one. Such a goofball. Alright, I finished my mother-in-law's scarf today and then started a corner-to-corner knit blanket for one of my kids' friends. This kid bought all of them Christmas presents even though they discussed not buying each other Christmas gifts, so I started a blanket. I'm still not done with it. I'm not even halfway done. Corner-to-corner knit takes forever. And knitting takes forever. I'm so slow with knitting, but everyone prefers a knit blanket over a crocheted blanket. The kid went to D&D and my dad decided he wanted leftovers for dinner, so I had no food. Wasn't that nice? So thanks for that. He's always like this. Well, why should you cook if it's just me and you? Because you decide on what you're going to eat and then I have no food, so I still have to make myself something. Whatever. Oh, this is the day that I cleaned out all my kitchen cabinets. All I wanted to do was clean out my kitchen cabinets. Here's my list of all the stuff that I wanted to do. for cleaning out my kitchen cabinets. It was a huge list. It was insane. And by the way, my cabinets still look good. I'm shocked. I gave myself some self-care and I started watching The Madness. I also stopped watching The Madness. I did not like him as an actor. What the hell? Yeah, I did not like his acting. So, and then, I had to call my kid to pick me up off the floor. I'm too old to sit on the floor, you guys. I'm too old and had surgery and I'm still in bad shape. And yeah. It'll be a year in April and I'm still in bad shape after my surgery. So I had to call my kid to come get me up off the floor. Alright, it was snowing when I got up this day. I started and finished the planner, which by the way, you guys just saw that video. So this was the 6th. You guys just saw that video. It just posted last night. So I did finish that planner. It was very, very, very long. It was long. She asked me how much. I'm always uncomfortable with giving a price. I feel like I'm either undervaluing my work because like that took forever, or B, I'm charging too much that somebody can afford. I hate it. So she just gave me money. I was like, oh, thank God. Let's see. We went to Redner's. There's stuff to make for dinner, and then went to Gabe's because we hadn't been there in a while. And if you hear that noise, it is my washer. I'm doing my dad's laundry. And then what did I do? I knit the blanket, and the boyfriend played Call of Duty, and then I read a book. And then my kid got energy for some reason to clean the litter box at 11 p.m. I'm just like, dude, you're being loud. So we spent all day filming. I spent all day filming and making my fairy garden journal, which you've already seen. We went to Yummy Bowl for lunch because we left to run errands. I found these $2 Vera Bradley aprons. Best find. And got my kid new clothes that he asked for. So I finished filming at 5:30. And then we ended the night with finishing Squid Games, which was nice. I went to my eye doctor appointment this day. I had made an eye doctor appointment and I canceled it and I rescheduled it. And here it was, guys. Still, nobody has told me this. If you can tell me how a remote eye doctor appointment works, that'd be great. I walked out. I was like, what the hell is even that? Like, you're not even with an eye doctor? What the hell is that? This is when my mom let me know that my grandmother wasn't doing well after her stroke. She had a stroke at the end of December, and yeah, she started to not really do well. I said 2025 sucks. It does. Oh, and these are my son's favorite candies, and we found them. They're very hard to find, but they have them out for Valentine's Day. They used to have them out for Christmas, and for 2 years you couldn't find them, and now they had them out for Valentine's Day, so I think I brought them 3 boxes. My mom signed the hospice care for my grandmother on this day. Yeah. It hasn't even been a full year since we lost my grandfather, by the way. It sucked. My son brought me home a Dr. Pepper from work, and my boyfriend left this on my water bottle, which that's how long, it took me forever to notice it, so I hadn't drank for a while. I finished this, my kid bought me this last year for Christmas. This little DIY, what was it called? Sam's Study, it was called, and it was one of those little miniature things to put together. Ugh, I finally finished it. It took me all day. I spent all day finishing it. That's all I did all day. Oh, this is when my kid texted me to tell me he was going to a dinner with his friends to celebrate one of their birthdays, and then they were going to Dave and Buster's, so I didn't have to cook. So I asked him to bring home food for me and his grandfather, and he did, which was great because then I didn't have to worry about cooking, and we all got to eat. His replacement watch. Now, he got a watch. It must have been at the beginning of the month, but it came with the battery dead. So I had to get sent back because I'm not, I bought the watch. It should have a working battery. So we sent it back and we got a replacement. And it came on this day, and he's like, oh, well, I said I would take it on Monday. This was Friday. I would take it Monday to get it sized, but he was going to be right across from the mall. Go do it yourself. He's like, I'm not going to do that. And then he came home and he had actually taken it to get sized. I was so proud of him. He steps out of his comfort zone all the time. I never do anymore. When I did when I was 21, but now that I'm 45, my anxiety is like, yeah, you can't do this stuff anymore. Let's see. I got New headphones, listen, these are wireless. They're by Anchor. The sound core, they're amazing. They're not that expensive. I prefer over the ear. Okay, so also then people can see that I have headphones on and stop trying to talk to me, which by the way doesn't work, because my dad tried to talk to me for like ever and I had headphones on yesterday. And I kept taking them off going, I can't hear you, I have headphones on. And he still kept talking. Whatever. Oh, I said I was in a bad mood this day. I said shit still needs to get done, and I'm the only one who'll do it, and honestly, it's getting old. I just want everyone to expect me to have to take care of their own shit. Truth. My anxiety was really bad this day. My kid got home early from D&D, which I thought, great, now I can go to bed, because the week before he didn't get home till 3 a.m. But, nope, my anxiety was just having too much. I did not, like, there's nothing going on here. I was up bright and early at 7 a.m. after 3 hours of sleep to meet my mom and Aunt Lisa to give her the planner. They stopped by. I could have shipped it, but she came up to see my grandmother. I tried to go back to bed. It wasn't possible. There we go. That was just about it. Let's see. I finally got new blades. Coffee from Ollie's. So we went to Ollie's on this day. I think this had been a while since we've been at Ollie's. I put that drain cleaner down the drain to clear out the main line. If you've seen my journal with me, as you know, that just made it worse. So that was awesome. I had the boyfriend do his laundry first thing to see the state of the drain, and yeah. To put me in a better mood, we went to Target, but it was so much walking. My dad wanted to look at everything, because we took my dad because he wanted to get seeds. So we took my dad to Target, and yeah, I was shot. So then my dad wanted me to do the laundry one more time just to see if maybe it was still, no, it was even worse again. So I had to call somebody. $354 later, it was cleared. The guy recommended hydro cleaning it. If you've ever had your main line hydro clean, let me know down below if it's like, did you have a good experience? Because there's some people who say it will destroy your pipes. Other people say it's better than snaking your pipes, and blah, 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 blah. And it will lengthen the life of our, because we do need our stuff replaced, because it's over 50, it's 60 years old now, and they're cast iron. So, you know. Then my kid deep cleaned his room on this day, as I cleaned, because if you've ever had something snake, your main line snaked, you know how disgusting everything gets. So I spent hours cleaning. So since the issue with the drain had been a problem, I had only been doing basic laundry, so I did loads of laundry for the next few days. I also cleaned out our linen closet and gave everybody a shelf, because like, I'm done. So I cleaned everything out. I made dinner, ran the dishwasher, did the dishes, cleaned up. I said, I'm exhausted. All I want to do is sleep. I did. All I wanted to do was sleep. So today was back to the grind. I did a bunch of more stuff on my list of stuff to do. Laundry, cleaning. Oh, and I finally found out how to remove that bottom shelf from the fridge. You guys. I have a Samsung fridge. And we've had it since before COVID. So we've had it for a while, and the bottom shelf was disgusting, but I could not figure out how to get it out. When you would pull, the doors don't open wide enough for it to come out. It would like get stuck on the door, so you couldn't get it out that way. So I finally was able to find a video of somebody taking out their shelf and showing me how to take out the shelf and take the glass out. So I did that. And then I made ribs for dinner. Self-care again, by the way. Started rewatching Revenge. If you've never watched Revenge, what are you doing with your life? You should watch it. It was such a good show. And I also watched Jerry Springer, the little documentary series on Netflix. Listen, I'm of that age. We watched Jerry Springer. Oh, this is the day TikTok went dark. Ugh. Only to be brought back the next day. Read A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshall. I love Kate Alice Marshall. This is my list of all the things that I had to do. And it was a snow day on this day. This was January 19th. Look, I got a... Sam's Club had these on clearance, the P-Touch, so I grabbed one on clearance, and I was trying out the things. So we had 4 to 8, I think we got like, ended up getting like 7 inches. I don't know how much we ended up getting, but we ended up getting a good amount of snow, and it's just disappearing from our grass. And the boyfriend called off of work because of how, I said to him, I said, listen, I'm like, it's about how bad it's going to be when you get home at night, not how bad it is right now on your way. Okay? I read No Place Left to Hide by Megan Lally. That was actually pretty good. I made those chicken cutlets. If you've never made the Rita's chicken cutlets, you need to go on TikTok and find Rita's chicken cutlets. You need to find it. Okay, because they're delicious. They're amazing. And I've made them 3 times in January. That's how good they are. Okay, so then I had to shovel. I shoveled the driveway and the sidewalk, and my boyfriend shoveled a walkway around the house, which is harder for me to do, so I'm glad he did that. And then a big spot for the dogs to go to the bathroom. And then we went to the store, which was a mistake because the roads were atrocious, and I have car anxiety. So why did I decide we should go to the store? I don't know, because I'm an idiot. I read The Business Trip by Jessie Garcia. It was okay. I had some tea because it was cold. I said, I realize that I take the world on my shoulders, that I try to solve everything myself. I really do, and I really need to stop because, listen, I made my YouTube schedule for February. I try to make my YouTube schedule for each month by the middle of the month before. Let's see. Oh, I went on a rant. Listen. I said, made my YouTube schedule for February. I don't have much to film, so everything else will be for March. I found it easy and helpful to use the sticky notes on my laptop. No matter how many times I buy a planner, I can no longer stick with it. Is it the Happy Planner? Was decorating a planner the way for me to use it? I would go back, but I hate Happy Planner products now. Maybe I'll buy a different one and I'll decorate, but do I need a planner? No. I may or may not be writing this the next day and can't remember what I did that day. And I said, note for future me. This is a day that my kid told me that he may not say it, but he appreciates me. I was like, oh, thanks. I may not say it, Mom, but I appreciate you. I was like, oh, great, thank you. It was very touching. I was appreciative of him appreciating me, but it was just the way he said it. This is the day that the boyfriend mailed out the stuff from my aunt, which, by the way, he mailed it out this day, and then I found out the next day my aunt was actually coming up. My mom asked me if I wanted to go with her and the girls, my nieces, to Yummy Bowl. See, this was the 3rd trip to Yummy Bowl for the month. And to TJ Maxx with them the next day, so I said sure. So I did, I cleaned, mopped, vacuumed, did a whole bunch of stuff on this day. So this is the day I went to lunch with my mom. We went to Yummy Bowl. I finished this as the second one I finished of, which I believe I have it right here. Yep, I do. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. So that's the second one I finished. So we went to Yummy Bowl. And then we went to TJ Maxx, and I found this photo, and I took a picture of it, and I texted my boyfriend, like, you want this? And he's like, yes. I mean, I think my niece actually found it and pointed it out to me. I read Into the Fall, Girls Like Her, and then we had Applebee's for dinner, and my mom called, and I knew. This is the day we lost my grandmother. Moving on. So my mom called to let me know. And when the phone rang, I just knew. I knew because I had just seen her, so there was no reason for her to call. Okay, so this is Saturday. You guys. Pardon my language, but this was the most fucked up thing that has ever happened to me, I think. So, do you know how they say when a cardinal appears, like, a loved one is near? That when you see a cardinal, it's a loved one coming to give you a message or to see you or whatever. So my boyfriend's getting ready for work, and we hear a thunk. Like the loudest thunk ever against my bedroom window. And I go outside, and a cardinal flew into my bedroom window and broke its neck and died. What the hell does that mean? My dad said, when I described the cardinal, my dad said it was a male cardinal. I said, so it was my grandfather? Did he just come dive bomb my window to get my attention? For what? I don't know, but gosh darn it. It was like, I'm like, really? Really? So I had to go pick up that poor cardinal. My boyfriend's like, well, maybe it's just stunned. I'm like, its neck went like this. When I put it in the bag, it went floop. I'm like, its neck's broken. It's dead. Then I made scones in honor of my grandmother. I never made scones. So I made scones in honor of my grandmother because she loved scones and always made scones. And my boyfriend came in and said that she would be proud of me, which made me cry. I read When She's Gone. Oh, and my boyfriend's been on, what is it called, Red Note. And one of the Chinese users, right? One of the people from China that are on, I think that's only, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not on it. I'm personally not on it. I don't even like going on TikTok anymore. It's just depressing and I can't stand it. But somebody asked to see pictures of pets and he doodled, all the people who put pictures up, he doodled their pets. And this is Sammy. Okay, I woke up immediately this day and took sinus medication because I was miserable. I made ramen for lunch and that was all I had it in me. I did make a bunch of brownies though because the boyfriend bought black cocoa powder. You guys, if you use cocoa powder for anything, buy black cocoa powder. It was the best cocoa powder. And I watched an update on our family. And then we went to Yummy Bowl again. Yep, let's not talk about it. We went to Yummy Bowl again because my aunt came up and from Virginia again, which I was like, oh, I would have given her those cards instead of mailed them. But my mom asked if Matt, my boyfriend, and I wanted to meet them at Yummy Bowl. So we did. This is private journaling. Let's not talk about it. I read Force of Nature by Jane Harper. And then this was the next day. The boyfriend and I ran errands. We went to Target and Ollie's. I bought a new crock pot because my crock pot did die like in December, I think. But I only bought a small one because I don't think we need a big one anymore. So the Crock-Pot brand one, and not a digital one because that's what died on my other one was the digital stuff. So it didn't work anymore because it was all digital. So I bought a plain Jane one. It was on sale for 20 bucks. And then we went to the grocery outlet in Wegmans. And I made chicken cutlets again. Don't judge. All right. They're so good. Okay, so we got a TV mount. My boyfriend complains about playing Call of Duty because he's not centered with the TV. It's a struggle for him, so we bought a TV mount that you mount the TV on and it sits on my dresser and you can turn the TV. So he looks at the instructions and is like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to return this. No one's going to be able to put it together. Yo, I put it together in like freaking 10 minutes. Like, get the hell out of here. I put it together. And then we got it up and it's great. It is a really nice mount. I listened to The Secret History of the Rape Kit, a true crime story. My new obsession is Watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Let's see. Also, you guys, I think I need to reevaluate my journal setups. How do I keep miscounting? I was off by 2 pages in this journal. 2, which is why this and this are now considered pages, because I was off by 2 pages. So I may have to make only ring journals from now on because obviously I can't count. The boyfriend brought Burger King for dinner and I made Swiss for lunch and I made Swiss steak for dinner. And I was shocked because my kid, he actually put the sauce on his meat and on his mashed potatoes. He never does that. And he cleaned his plate. He ate every last bite. And he didn't pull the, I need to try this first. He just took it. I was very weirded out. I started watching Paradise on Hulu. It's pretty good. And read Carrie by Stephen King, which, okay. Oh, I should add this in here, huh? So this was yesterday. And I said January was 7,000 days long, and I'm so glad it's over. It was just, you guys, it was just horrible. Like the whole thing with my grandmother. Will she get better? Won't she get better? And then it was, all right, we know she's not going to get better. When does the end finally come for her? Like, it was just so, it was a lot. It was a lot. January was a lot. And not just in my personal life, but in the country as a whole, January has just been a lot, man. Yep, I made, if you go to Sam's Club and you like cheesesteaks, these Gary's Quick Steaks, get them. Okay, Gary's Quick Steaks. I think it's like $14 for the package, but it literally makes 9 cheesesteaks. You can't get that with Steakums, and Steakums sucks. These are so good. Yep. And then I was just complaining about my allergies. Like, I'm over my allergies. My allergies are so bad anymore. We've had like 2 months of dust and dander being at either very high or extreme, and I'm allergic to dust. So my face is throbbing, my teeth ache, like my head is pounding for months, and I've had a headache for over 2 years, every day for over 2 years, but my allergies are just making it putting it at like an 8 and a 9 instead of my usual 2 or 3. It's been really bad, and I'm kind of over it. I'm over it. I can't wait for spring, because at least give me like allergies that go away after a while. How bad is that? I have really bad allergies, and it sucks. Alright, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and a little glimpse into my life for the month. And as always, I do weekly, every week, fill in my journal for the week, so you can watch those, and then I do a flip through, and then I also do at the end of every month making my next month's journal. So the beginning of the month is always a flip through of the month before. The end of the month is always a making of my next month's journal, and in between is journal with me's, so you can always see how I do my journals in real time. Yeah, so thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.